What's up, everybody? Today we're going to be talking about cam timing versus cam sync, what the differences are between one another, what it even is, that sort of thing. So cam timing, that is at brace, so the way the bow is sitting just like this right here, that is going to be your cam timing. So that's going to make sure your cams are in the same spot. Cam sync is going to be when you pull the bow back, when you draw it back by hand or in a draw board, making sure that your draw stops hit your cables at the same time. With a 2-cam bow or a twin cam bow, which is mostly all compound bows nowadays, cam timing is kind of irrelevant because you can't have one cam out of time from the other if they're in sync. You can definitely have them out of sync, but as far as being in time, if they're in time, they're in sync. If they're in sync, they're in time, sort of thing. Like with most bows nowadays, most flagship bows, if you guys can see, like right here, this little hole right here in the cam, both cams have it, and those are your timing marks. So again, we're talking about at brace here. So this cable right here, you should want running through the center of this timing hole right here. If not the center, you at least want the cables to be going through the same part of the hole. If they're going through the same part of the hole, 9 times out of 10, your cam sync is good. This is kind of they put these here so it's kind of a quick reference guide where if you feel like your bow is maybe your back wall feels a little spongy or something feels off, you can take a quick look at these timing holes, and if you notice one cable is at the top of the hole, one cable is at the bottom, your cam sync is probably off. That's kind of on a newer compound bow with not a newer, but with a twin cam, 2-cam system. That is the difference in time camming and time sync. They're pretty much one and the same. They're used pretty loosely with each other. Some people kind of check you if you say cam timing and you meant cam sync, but whatever. It's all one and the same nowadays with these newer 2-cam bows. But cam timing, where that would come into play, is if you had an older single cam bow with just an idler wheel up here, or like a dual cam bow where you have two yoke cables instead of just one of them, where with like 2 yoke cables, those cams can move independently of each other. They're not, one cam's not tied to the other. It's not a slave to one or the other. But basically back to the single cam, if you have a single cam bow, an idler wheel up top, it is important that you have your cam in time. So those older bows, they will have, or not older, the single cam bows, they will have timing marks on your cam somewhere. So it might be like here and here or something like that. But what you want to do is you want to make sure that this cam is in time. That's where the timing thing kind of comes in. You want to make sure, like if you have a hole here and you have a hole here, you want to be able to draw a perfectly straight, flat line or a level line across it, and the holes match up exactly level. And that would make sure that your cam is in time. But yeah, that's kind of the difference in the two and what cam timing versus cam sync is. Like I said, it's basically the same thing nowadays with these 2-cam bows. You can't really have one out of time, but it be in sync. If you've got any more questions about it, feel free to give us a call, send us a message, put a comment under this post, under this video. Yeah, or stop in, visit us, 18875 US 12 in Cement City. Check us out on all of our socials, 4 Seasons Archery on Facebook, or 4 Seasons Archery on Instagram, and 4 Seasons Archery on YouTube.